Hi friends, long time no here. This is because I was busy building this beauty, the Cynabal. Now, even if it looks weird for some people, like a bug from the back, like a clown from the front, this is one beautiful ship. And I've been using lately a shield booster build, which helps me clear by myself tier 10 story missions. The missions which I like the most is actually Angel or Devil from the Minmatar. And let's go into the build. You can see that this is an autocannon build. Of course, even if you're gonna see here faction modules, officer modules, this doesn't mean I've started like this, because I've started with meta 5 modules actually, and improved them as I was finishing these missions, which gives me a profit of 150 million after deducting the price of the mission item. So now the build is quite expensive, but you can get there step by step. So in the top slot, I have the Gistum C-type medium autocannons, which have a DPS of 137. As you can see, they have a range with my skills, which I'm going to show you after, of almost 3 kilometers optimal and almost 21 kilometers with the fall-off. A tracking speed which is quite high, 77, and a reload time of 3.8 seconds, an activation time of 3.8 seconds. In the low slots, we have an Afterburner. I prefer this to the MVD, plus that the micro warp drive would just take a lot of my power grid and I couldn't feed the PSD resistance of this build, which I will show you immediately. 2 Posse adaptive invulnerability field, which I will upgrade to an officer once quite shortly. A Gistum C-type medium capacitor battery, but I've used an Acolyte one for a long time. This is to help me in those moments when I get out of cap. And this is the main piece of this build, which is a large shield booster. I've been using the Meta 5 one, I've been using the Meta 8 one, and now I'm using the Officer one. But you can see here that this is what takes most of the power grid, this heals every 6.62 seconds for 1,143 hit points, which then, going through the almost 51% overall on EM and 74%, I think, on kinetic damage, extra resistance is actually up to 1,500, 1,600 hit points every 7 seconds, which is really important for this build. Now, in the mid slots, I have some medium energy Nosferatu, which I will also upgrade really shortly to the highest tier, the Vircolakas, I think it's called, and a Webifier for small frigates. Also, the rigs are really important. The most important, I think, is this core defense charge economizer, which increases the shield boost amount bonus. So that's how you get almost 1,150 hit points per 7 seconds. And I opted to have cannon rigs, but you can also use, and it's much cheaper, you can use a shield, wait, how it's called? So this is the core defense charge economizer. I think it's the core defense charge optimizer, which gives you a 20% speed bonus on the shield recharge. But I opted to go with the damage. A capacitor control circuit for faster recharge of your capacitor, and the semiconductor memory I forgot the name, semiconductor memory cell, which also increases your capacitor but also increases your recharge rate. And the warp core optimizer to get away in case you get caught by warp disruptors. Alright, so this is also possible due to my skills. Let's go take just a quick look at the skills. Of course, we have the cruiser command. I raised it to expert 3. I have some afterburner, advanced afterburner 4. In shield operation, I have advanced shield operation 4, and I'm planning to increase this to expert 3. And shield hardening advanced 3. And I have nothing in armor operation, for example. The cruiser defense upgrade, I'm upgrading now to normal 5, and I have expert advanced 4. Will go up to expert. This gives you more EHP. I also have cruiser engineering advanced 3, and I will increase this. This allows me to actually put in the large shield booster on the cruiser. And of course, cannon expert 3 and cannon upgrade expert 2. This gives me some nice tracking, range, and damage. So these are the skills that make the build work. And now I'm just gonna go and do the last wave for Angel or Devil. Now with the hardeners on, you can see that you have an EHP of 31,872. But these resistances here, 51 EM, 61 thermal, 70 kinetic, and 75 explosive, these actually add on each shield boost healing. So if that does 1100 hit points, if you get explosive damage, that's actually more than 1800 hit points every 7 seconds. The capacitor with everything running lasts for 3 minutes and 38 seconds. That's a lot of shield boost charges. And let's see how this works in practice. Now, being the last wave, I'm just going to warp to 100 to allow the ships, to allow the rats to just string themselves so I can take them one by one. When I land on grid, I just orbit on 100. And I'm gonna speed up parts of this because you don't want to just watch me waiting for them to come close. But you're gonna see that we have 23 enemies on grid, and killing them it's really, really easy. You can see now that the Elite Maelstrom is starting to burn towards me. It has an MVD. So I'm just gonna log that. And this is gonna be our first victim. Now, this is a fast mofo, and in order to catch it, I'm gonna just have to activate my Afterburner and just go straight to it and try to catch him with the web. Now look at how much this shield heals. So keep in mind that I have 7,333 shield. So that heals for almost 1/7, more than 1/7 of the entire shield. Okay, we have the battleship, the elite battleship. Let's start firing and let's start sucking its energy. Now, if any other smaller ship gets close, I'm just gonna switch to it, because the idea is that this particular battleship is not very dangerous. Its tracking is kind of shit. So I don't want to get webbed by smaller ships while I'm fighting this. For now, though, the elite is trying to take me away from the rest, so it's looking quite good. I keep him webbed, and I'm doing damage while he doesn't do any damage back. Now let's just speed this up because it's just about waiting for it to die. The elite battleships take the longest to kill, but as you can see, it's not really dangerous. Now that we have the slasher really close, let's lock it and quickly kill it before getting back to the battleship. We do that by webbing it. And it's dead. Now you can see that there's no danger, real danger here. And you're gonna see later that even when we get between, I don't know, 6, 7, 10 ships, it's not a real danger because so far we haven't even truly activated our shield. Just 1, 2 quick pops. But when we're gonna do that, you're gonna see how powerful this build is. Another really great part of this type of builds is that you can loot as you go. Okay, now let me just approach this trasher and start killing the ships one by one, smallest to largest. This should be the way to go, because smaller ships can actually damage you, large ships cannot. This is a combination of course, your regeneration capabilities, the build's regeneration capabilities, but also the fact that the Cynabal, if we look, has a really small signature radius, which is 70 meters, and it's really hard to hit by the large cannons from battleships or from larger battle cruisers like the tornadoes. Alright, let's kill this elite thrasher. We're warp disrupted, but don't worry. Another way to quickly kill this is to just burn in a different direction, so you lower the transversal velocity. There's no point in just orbiting the thrasher. Let's just say we want to approach at 15 kilometers. And now let's use our capacitor battery and start our booster, and you can see how fast we recover our life. And let's hope we get a warp disruptor from this elite thrasher. Would be really nice. Let's stop the booster. We don't want to overuse our energy. Let's kill this thrasher, and then we'll go with the elite rapture, and then everything that's closer for now. So let's see if we can get some loot from here while killing the other thrasher. When you get webbed, you start to get more damage, so it's good to kill everything before you get webbed. Yes, and our warp core, so that's a 30 mil only from this particular destroyer. Let's get some more shield boosting in there. And now I'm just gonna really speed it up until the end, or even cut a part of it. After I kill the small ships, it's getting really tedious. You just orbit the battleships and kill them while they don't hit you at all. You don't even need a shield booster after that. Now, just an advice, don't ignore the wrecks and the loot from these T10 missions, because even if they're not elites, a tier 9 cannon can give you a lot of minerals if you have your scrap processing up. These are the last moments of the last battleship, and we're gonna collect the lovely prize. Ka-ching! Okay, I hope you like this, and the obligatory please subscribe to me if you actually like this, or subscribe if you want to be notified after the next update on the 11th of November to see if I can still do these missions or not solo with the Cynabal and with the large shield booster build. Have fun, guys. Please come back.